All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between CaSpeND versus Undead. Yeah, I don't really know what the name of this particular player is, and oh, look at this. Animations are still not loading properly. All right, I am using, well, not the NetEase client, hence there is no population bar over here for me on the top left-hand side. What? It means maybe undead?
It's a word pun.
Okay, it's a word pun. So the little name right up here, it means maybe undeads, but well, we definitely know he is undead, as we are looking at an altar of darkness, crypt, and ziggurat now being placed down. Hello, Waltari, how are you doing? Good to see you, as we are opening up with the standard altar of kings, barracks, and a farm coming in from, well, CaSpeND. Now, what's going to be going down here on Last Refuge in this 1v1 matchup? Well, I really don't know, and I don't know these particular players either. We are going to be going in for a Mountain King first, and ever since they expanded the range and increased the range on the Mountain King and the Tauren Chieftain Stomp and Thunderclap, as it gets leveled up, we've been seeing more and more of those particular units, and I actually very much enjoy it. Being able to see the Mountain King actually scale in terms of power in that front line, very powerful there, as we're going to be going into a Scout Tower as well. Now, early Scout Tower, always very important, at least in ladder play. And if you really want to, if you're really afraid of any sort of harassment, that seems like an obvious statement, but it's one of those situations where people, where new players, they often feel like they're trying to cut corners in order to be able to get into tier 2 faster, things of that nature. And what ends up happening is that they're not able to handle the harass. All right, Footman now trying to escape there. We are going to see the Forest Troll High Priest is left behind. It casts Inner Fire. Footman now trying to race back away. Mountain King going to be making its way over, but I think the distance is a bit too far, as well. Hi, Green Light Ring, good to see you. Mountain King is going to go ahead and get a Stormbolt off. No, it's not. Mountain King now absorbing that damage. There's the Stormbolt off onto the Forest Troll High Priest. You want to get that down earlier, so it will not be able to heal up itself nearly as much. Now, Forest Troll High Priest will be healing Mountain King, or this one Footman. Is it still taking damage? No, it is not. Purposely backing away. Mountain King absorbing a large amount of that there, but that's who you want to be absorbing damage. He has the most armor and has heroic armor, meaning that he takes reduced damage from piercing. Off on the north side here, Death Knight sold the Scroll of Town Portal, picked up a Sacrificial Skull, and is now going for a fast expansion attempt. Ghouls are down here as well. You can take a look at this Death Knight. And to finish off here, there is a Ziggurat now being summoned in as well. And a very fast expansion from the Undead player is going to give him economic superiority if he can hold on to it. Death Knight now sitting at level 2. Double Rod of Necromancy charges still available. Forest Troll Shadow Priest going to continue to heal back up across there, as we are going to be looking at the Mountain King. Now, if you are going up and against an undead player as human, and you haven't seen the Death Knight coming to you yet, well, you can obviously assume that something is a little bit wrong. You can assume that an expansion could have been placed down, something that was just unfathomable, maybe even 1 year ago. Mountain King sitting down does have Devotion Aura. Let's take a look. He's going to try to go after the Forest Troll Trapper. He's going to be doing exactly that. Mountain King getting to level 2, or level 2 Stormbolt is going to be absolutely huge. Level 2 Stormbolt means level 200 hit point damage a Stormbolt right there. And if it does get that, well, that is always a scary thing. The Death Knight may not be able to get a heal off in time, as we're going to take a look, a little bit of damage being absorbed there. Nice micro to finish off that skeletal minion, as an expansion is also going to be coming into play here. We should also be getting a Scout Tower. Yes, we are. All right, Death Knight right there. Let's take a look. Which one is the real one? Difficult to tell as you're taking a look at them right across over here. Let's take a look. Are we going to get a Stormbolt onto a low hit point Ghoul? Let's take a look. There's the Stormbolt onto the Ghoul and finishes it off. Beautiful snipe right there. double claws of attack +6 and a footman. Well, what is it doing chasing after that unit now? We should be looking at an upgrade to an arcane tower. The Death Knight now going to be roaming back once again. Skeletal minions are there, and let's take a look what is going to be going down. Death Knight absorbing a bit of damage. Let's take a look which one. That one is in fact the real one, since it is not absorbing damage, and that is a very good call by CaSpeND. CaSpeND realizing the amount of damage that that unit was taking and realize, hey, that is not an illusion. That is in fact the real deal. Skeletal minion's going to go ahead and jump back on inside. Stormbolt onto the Death Knight again. Death Knight actually cannot heal himself. There's going to be a surround. No surround, as this one peasant tries to head back. All right, the skeletal minions is going to be able to go after that unit. Are we going to see some heals? No heals onto that peasant. Peasant getting taken down. Skeletal minions also getting finished up, as the Mountain King is going to gain even more experience. All right, even more damage getting added in. Arcane Tower is now done as well. This is good news indeed. Well, let's take a look at that. One more shot should do it. There it goes, getting taken out. Now, back off to the north, we see a Nerubian tower followed by 2 spirit towers gonna be up and ready. This is, as I said, rather scary. All right, this is just a... Is that ziggurat under construction? There it goes, gonna go ahead. It is now also getting repaired. Meanwhile, back across over here, Mountain King gonna, well, clear up the Ogre Magi, perhaps get to level 4 off of this creep camp, off the Goblin Merchant Shop. Death Knight picks up a Goblin Shredder. Ghoul is going to be coming across here. Let's take a look. 41 over 48 compared to 29 over 60. The Undead not having a very large army at this stage. But then again, CaSpeND has a large army of mass tier 1 units, which will not hold out well once the game goes a little bit longer. Tech to tier 1 done, tech to tier 2 already underway. Goblin Shredder could be under trouble. This is going to be very bad news there. Let's take a look. Ogre Magi, there it is, the Death Coil to try and save. There goes a Ghoul. Mountain King up to level 4. Can finish off some more units. A big Thunderclap as well. Death Knight is in trouble. Mountain King is right there. 52 mana, has a potion of healing. Finishes off the Goblin Shredder, and the Death Knight uses a potion or uses the Health Stone in time. Death Coil finishes off the Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Is it going to be able to pick up a Goblin Zeppelin? That is the question, and up against the corner right there, Death Knight going to end up getting taken down, purposely backing up Death Knight. Is it going to be able to escape? No. Death Knight falls, and the Mountain King, sitting at level 4, gonna be very close to level 5 after all of this comes to an end. There's a Goblin Zeppelin now, and what is going on here? Our Mountain King gonna be trying to rush on in, perhaps go after the Altar of Darkness. Altar of Darkness could get taken out. Let's take a look. Goblin Sapper is gonna be coming in. Let's take a look. Where is it gonna go? Is it gonna try to detonate right there? Yes, it is. Takes down the Ziggurat, deals damage there, as we're looking at, well, perhaps a couple of ghouls gonna get taken out. There goes another ghoul. There, come on, wait for it. There it goes. As now the footmen shift their targets onto that Altar of Darkness. Goblin Zeppelin overhead. We are going to be looking at a Gargoyle now trying to push back the other way. Way too many Spirit Towers to put pressure there, as the Gargoyles are going to start eating away at the Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Acolytes, Monster Repair, Mountain King trying to squeeze its way through. Gets a Stormbolt off again. Acolytes need to be trained up. The tech to tier 3 has come to an end. Death Knight now getting resurrected. Footman going to get taken down right there, as the Gargoyles are going to be eating through so many units. Let's take a look. 1 or 2 more shots should be enough. 1 more shot. Oh, there's a Frost Nova. May even be able to finish off every single last Footman. All right, Gargoyles trying to chase after again. Mountain King does not have enough mana to finish off that Footman, trying to escape away, down to 46 hit points. Lich can just go ahead and back up all the way home. It looks like that Footman, well, if the Gargoyles just actually got in front of that Footman and then started to try and attack, it would be able to finish it off. And it's just a matter of time turning and cutting those corners. All right, there it goes. There's that last Footman right there. Mountain King sitting at level 5 already before the 10-minute mark in this game. Both sides losing a lot of units already. Hello, Arya. How are you? All right, here's a hug. As the Lich is now out onto the field, Paladin is going to be the second hero. You see us barracks added in, and we are now training into Double Racks Riflemen. Double Racks Riflemen, let's take a look. We are getting the Lumber Mill upgrade. Arcane Sanctum is also being added in as well. Mountain King has a potion of mana. Looks like there's that Thunderclap once more. I don't know what level. Dizziness, level 2 Thunderclap, level 3 Stormbolt. but the downside is that this Mountain King is going to be rather low on mana. We do not see a tech to tier 3 for a Blood Mage as of yet. Paladin is sitting at level 2. Potion of Greater Mana picked up. A Tome of Intelligence may try to be picked up. No, by the Paladin as well, as the Paladin picks up double Scrolls of Healing. Do you think ESL Pro League 2020 will have a bigger impact on EU and a WarCraft screen than the Chinese tournaments? Well, exposure in North America is definitely going to be a good thing. I'm actually trying to volunteer for the ESL Pro League in Anaheim that's coming up. If I do get it, I will definitely let you know, but I don't even know. I may just be security or something. I'm just trying to get involved with the overall event. Let's take a look at this. Paladin picks up Claws of Attack plus 12. And now going to be dealing bonus damage here. We should be looking at Priest getting trained up here in a moment. Meanwhile, Death Knight is at 3, Lich is at 2. Units are ready to go as the tech to tier 3 is nearly done. All right, let's take a look. Big Thunderclap right there. However, what is an easy way to counter the power of Thunderclap? Well, you go to the skies. You end up having Gargoyles who are, well, naturally immune to Thunderclap. Forest Troll High Priest going to get finished off right there. Paladin gets up to level 3. Let's take a look. We might be also trying to get Orbs of Fire to add in even more damage as the Barracks still training up more and more Riflemen. Now 2-0 upgrades. That would be cool. Some behind the scenes content would be amazing. Sorry for the distraction. No, anything Warcraft 3 related is at least still on topic. Scout farm being positioned off here. Let's take a look. We are seeing that 66 over 78 compared to 59 over 70. CaSpeND with the larger army right now, and this is classic rifle casters. Rifleman 20 to 32 damage. Devotion Aura. Is that from the Mountain King item? Yes, it is the Mountain King item having that Devotion Aura, as the Mountain King may try to dive on in here, perhaps get in a big Thunderclap. There's a shockwave across multiple units in the back, as the Ogre Lord just going to end up getting taken down very, very fast. Paladin sitting at level 3, going to pick up that Medallion of Courage. Ogre Magi going to fall as well. And this is just going to be easy pickings here, as the Paladin going to slowly get healed up. All right, there you go. There's some damage. Lich going to be in trouble. Death Coil trying to save it, and it looks like it will end up staying alive just a little bit. Orb of Fire is probably going to be very, very much necessary in order to counteract all of the burst healing from that Death Knight. Mass Gargoyles. Let's take a look at this. Masonry upgrade, only the level 1 variety. The Gargoyles may be able to do enough damage. And the Dreadlord with the Lich Frost Nova's Carrion Swarm could eat through a back line very, very fast. Rifleman now making its way forward. We're going to take a look. Quick, easy damage there, as the Workshop, well, needs to start training up. Squirrel Town Portal coming across here. Guard Tower. Are we going to be able to land in time? No, we are not. They are able to back away. Rifleman with big damage. Mountain King also using up a Clarity Potion, perhaps to try and land a big stun here, as the Lich may try to come back across. Let's take a look. Mountain King is going to be able to throw down a Stormbolt. No, it will not. Still trying to chase, and now the Mountain King sleeping on the job. All right. Perhaps the Rifleman should not have shot that Mountain King. Mountain King had a Clarity Potion going for him. Units are now backing up and backing around again. Gargoyles taking to the skies, and, well, hiding in plain sight and creeping out a creep camp. And this is very gutsy by the Undead player, going after this creep camp right in front of his apparent opponent's base. He is not getting scouted out. His opponent has no idea where he is. And this is actually like hiding, and now going to be coming in with Goblin Sappers of their own. Oh, Flying Machine. Let's take a look. Flying Machine completely ignored. Let's take a look. Gargoyle is now going to try and dive on into the Guard Tower here. Guard Tower could get taken down. Goblin Sappers, where are they going to go? Where are they going? I can't really tell. Where are they going? Goblin Sappers takes down some peasants right there and takes down one of his own Goblin Sappers. As we see, well, all of the towers pretty much now destroyed. It is now occupy your opponent's base. Masked Riflemen sitting inside here, occupying one base. Meanwhile, off on the other side, we see pretty much the same exact scenario. Mountain King and Paladin both do not have that Orb of Fire, and we may see the death of a castle here. Also, a whole bunch of guard towers being built off over here for perhaps an additional expansion as well. Mountain King still putting in the pressure. Let's take a look. Black Citadel about to fall. And with the Black Citadel gone, what is happening? Stormbolt onto some Acolytes. Mountain King sitting very, very happy right now. Ghouls could end up just getting taken down. And this is turning into a massive base race. Scout farm is actually scouted out right over here as a necropolis getting built in addition. All right. Let's take a look at this. Firing squads happening. Ghouls should end up getting taken out one at a time. Where are they trying to go? Oh, Holy Light right there. Stormbolt finishes off another. 2 more ghouls taken out. Acolytes should end up getting taken down here. And this is truly just a base race scenario. All right, down across here, we are getting level 2 masonry upgrades. Arcane Sanctum is there. Massive number of guard towers. Ghoul tries to reveal himself, only to see 5 guard towers already right there. All right, taking down the haunted gold mine and perhaps taking down the remaining buildings. Bad day to be a building here as the gargoyles are now rushing on in. Oh, Book of the Dead. And that is going to add in just enough damage to finish things off. Carry on Swarm followed by Frost Nova takes down more peasants as the Death Knight army now continuing to do this bit of a push. Town Hall just needs to be canceled. Repairs should just be getting underway. Why spend the gold to build this Town Hall, and it's just going to get canceled anyways as the riflemen are all here ready to go. Guard Tower now continuing to poke. Peasants all taken down. Town Hall now in serious trouble. Stormbolt onto the Lich. Lich could be in trouble. There's a Thunderclap. There is a sleep onto the Mountain King as, well, there's the cancellation. Obsidian Statue getting taken down. Lich purposely hiding behind as we are now going to be getting more. And, well, what was that guard tower attacking? I don't know. Rebuilding that Town Hall now. Meanwhile, Acolytes need to be trained off over here. Am I glad to see you again? Is it sad I said, well, you can always join back on YouTube and catch more of the game. The opening was rather strange. Undead opened up with double crypt and then just went mass gargoyles after a fast expansion attempt. All right, let's take a look at this. Dreadlord Stormbolt in the back of the head. That does have a potion of lesser invulnerability as a Holy Light almost finishes it off. Stormbolt not going to be followed up though as the Mountain King does not have enough mana. Paladin gets up to level 4. Level 2 Divine Shield is going to be on the line as that Paladin should be able to dive all over the place and deal terrible, terrible damage. There goes another Acolyte as well. It is now 2 bases to 1 right now as the Gargoyles and the Undead are going to be positioning themselves off over here. No time to try and finish off this Town Hall. Meanwhile, all of these units are going to end up getting taken out as well. Acolytes are now fallen. All right, Rifleman could have easily finished off that Ziggurat before it was completed. But, well, now has to deal the full damage since it now has fortified armor. Going to be a little bit more difficult to take out. We are haunting the gold mine back off to the north again, trying to rebuild up a necropolis as the guard towers are now putting pressure off over here. Death Knight, Carry On Swarm, finishing off many of those units. Well, the Arcane Tower should be going after perhaps the Lich. Yeah, Lich. That Lich now pretty much lost a lot of mana as well. Rune Bracers on the Lich. Very much important to dodge much of that Mountain King Stormbolt. Do you think ESL Pro League 20 should introduce some new maps to the circuit, by the way? I think not for the Anaheim ESL Pro League, that it should not happen then. You need a time for players to actually adjust and figure out particular strategies, knowing creep patterns, things of that nature. Also, I think that the environment really isn't that stale. There's been patch changes recently, so because of that, I don't think we necessarily need to see that, but I would be welcome to it. As the Mountain King now currently sitting at level 5, getting very close to level 6, as the Spirit Towers and Nerubian Towers are all getting finished off. All right, still turning into a massive base race scenario, 53 compared to 49 over 40. Big losses on both sides. Mining is extremely difficult as armies are pretty much what you see is what you're going to get, at least for a little while longer. Mountain King needs to save up a lot of mana. Finishing up a necropolis would be helpful, followed by that a gold mine. There is still an Acolyte mining away off right there. Not quite sure why you would even let that go any longer. As well, we are going into creeping now. Death Knight hoping to get to level 5 and get a little bit more experience too. All right, there goes that unit. Rifleman going to finish it off. Rifleman with 2-0 upgrades. Necropolis has been spread out here. Meanwhile, Human doesn't have any additional buildings and will be revealed in this spot. Human definitely with the advantage in this scenario. He does have a slightly larger army, and the fact that he has a priest and a paladin with scrolls of healing means that he can actually go longer than his opponent. There is or two obsidian statues. Never mind, I take it back. The Death Knight, once it gets to level 5, if the Dreadlord stays at level 3, the Carrion Swarm is going to really offset things. Lich also has that Orb of Corruption as well. If we had an Orb of Fire on that Mountain King, it would be a completely different story, as you would be able to perhaps try and burst down one of those main units. All right, there goes another Necropolis. Bad day to be a main building here, as, well, Flying Machine's still overhead. All right, finishing off building after building now. Gargoyles are 2-1 upgraded. Lich has those rune bracers, and those rune bracers are going to be absolutely key in the upcoming fight. Death Knight, also strangely enough, Cloak of Shadows, Ring of Protection +4. It's going to be difficult to finish off, as we're going to see a Carrion Swarm. Oh, there he goes, some units, and losing a Priest and a Sorceress right there so quickly without any real trade. All right, Gargoyle's going to make their way back over. Are we going to see another Carrion Swarm Stormbolt onto the Death Knight? Death Knight should be able to get a Death Coil off there, healing up that Dreadlord, trying to line up another beautiful Carrion Swarm. Holy Light saving some units as the Gargoyles need to back up. There was a big sleep right there as the Dreadlord needs to line up another big Carrion Swarm again. All right, Obsidian Statues need to chase back up. There's a Stormbolt onto the Dreadlord. Dreadlord could be in trouble. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability used in time as the Death Coil follows up. Death Knight just shy of level 5. And that is perhaps the most painful thing, as you know that you could have perhaps healed up enough. There is, Death Coil a split second late. And that was absolutely huge. Mountain King with the Thunderclap to finish it off in time. Oh, with that said and done, the Obsidian Statues were just too far back, did not provide enough healing for that Dreadlord. Death Coil finally giving the Death Knight level 6. We're going to see that Scout Tower getting taken out, and the Death Knight now needs a lot of precious mana. Lich also needs some mana as well. That is going to be big problems indeed. The Rune Bracers, if it was on the Dreadlord, it would have been a different story. Let's take a look. Peasants now trying to shift back. We are looking at mining happening here. No, and nope. You have haunted gold mines, but nothing is haunting them. And that is the issue here. Meanwhile, mass ghouls are starting to finish off some of the remaining buildings. There is a map issue, so it looks like buildings are there when they are not. We'll have to keep track of this, as, well, the farm and the Arcane Sanctums could get taken out. There's no buildings remaining here. Meanwhile, we're still wandering around here. 43 supply compared to 40. Overall, supply looks about the same. Acolytes are, in fact, mining this location, as this haunted gold mine is just stopping his opponent from being able to do any mining at all. Ghouls continuing to make their play. Taking down the Arcane Vault is perhaps one of the key things to try and take down, the workshop, making sure no flying machines are added. And we're going to see the Death Knight, make its way back over as well. Lich is sitting at level 4, and the Lich, if it just gets to level 5, may have enough there. The Obsidian Statue is also very high on mana, and if these Obsidian Statues just stay alive, then that is going to cause some major issues. On top of that, the Death Knight with Unholy Aura still provides natural healing for mechanical units. So unlike any of the other races, the hero ability does give extra healing to this Obsidian Statue in the back. Mountain King trying to finish off this last workshop. Ghouls trying to finish off that last workshop. Mountain King getting up to level 6. This is potentially huge. Ghouls now trying to shift away. Where are they going to go? And what is going to end up happening here is the Ghouls now shift back off to the north. Gargoyles going to be able to poke that Mountain King, make sure. Death Coil as the units now back up again. What is that Ghoul doing? That Ghoul should not be there. And, didn't get the memo to retreat. All right, Mass Riflemen. This Mass Rifleman army should still be enough Let's take a look. Obsidian statues cannot be absorbing that damage. That is actually the downside. The obsidian statues need to be in the back as the Death Knight is trying to, escape with these units. Mountain King does move fairly fast because of those boots of speed. As the Mountain King is sitting at level 6, he does have perhaps Avatar, but because he does not have the mana, he's not really going to be able to cast it very, very regularly. All right, Gargoyles trying to figure out. There's a Death Coil, finishes off a unit. Level 5 now on the Lich. Level 3 Death Coil, level 3 Nova. Maybe a nasty enough 1-2 punch as we're looking at the engagement now coming across. Holy Light, Stormbolt onto a Gargoyle. That's going to get taken down. Are we going to be looking at big damage there? Units are now trying to back away. Obsidian Statue. Death Knight finishes off a Gargoyle, or finishes off another Rifleman right there, trying to finish off more units. Let's take a look. Obsidian Statues need to do a little bit more healing. Back up on Blight, as you're going to see another Rifleman get picked off. Unit after unit getting picked off on both sides. 32 compared to 36 now, as CaSpeND is, fighting on Blight. And even though it is ill-advised, you need to do this right now. Otherwise, the economy of your opponent is just going to become far too strong. Mountain King bashing in on that Obsidian Statue. Death Knight still wandering around here. What is going to end up happening? Perhaps getting Illusion Gargoyles would be enough to have them focus fire the wrong tower. Acolytes now making their way back over. What are they doing? Are they going to try and auto repair units? As we see, the Lich attack just a split second too late again. Stormbolt onto another Gargoyle. Gargoyle is now trying to shift away. 26 compared to 48, as one Obsidian Statue does get taken down. 26 compared to 29. CaSpeND, both sides is just trying to exchange blows. What is going down here? Acolytes, they're shifting their spot. I don't know why they were shifting. They could have mined more gold again, as we're looking at the Death Knight now trying to make a bit of a play. Let's take a look. Mountain King. Do not even focus on that Mountain King with that potion of greater healing. Damage is going to be far too much. Lich is still right there. Obsidian Statue not providing mana, only providing hit points. And that is the problem when you go down one Obsidian Statue. The bash on the Obsidian Statue, absolutely huge, as Acolytes now trying to establish up perhaps another gold mine over here on the bottom right-hand side. Flying Machine still flying overhead. Mountain King is right there. Gargoyles perhaps can finish off some of those other buildings. Lich is off over here. We're going to see some damage, but piercing damage and heroic damage not very effective against buildings, as we have said in the past. Unsummoning the buildings might have also been a good recourse as well, as we're looking at, perhaps the resurrection. No, we didn't even have a chance to resurrect those units. Flying Machine now trying to get away, as we're looking at the Mountain King now shifting back over. This haunted gold mine still mining as well. All right, might turn into a nasty little base race. Acolytes are going to perhaps shift back over. No mining here. No matter what the buildings say, an necropolis here is most likely just going to get canceled at the last minute. Meanwhile, a little bit, Acolytes in front of a giant firing line right there. Let's take a look. There goes one Rifleman. We're going to finish off some more units. There may go another. Holy Light is going to be in time. Stormbolt onto the Death Knight. Death Knight may end up getting surrounded. Let's take a look. Death Coil onto the Rifleman in order to escape. Death Knight still trying to escape again. Mountain King has plenty of mana. Stormbolt onto the Death Knight. Death Knight now down to 204 hit points. Is it going to be enough? Is trying to Thunderclap down to 90 hit points. Is it going to be able to get away? Holy Light saves it. Paladin is now up, and I believe Human has this game as if he can continue to put down all of that pressure. Stoneform now finished. Gargoyle trying to fight back here. That is not a good spot, as it gets melted by a Holy Light. Low hit point Lich. What can it really hope to do here? Trying to get away. Boots of Speed allows it to move fairly fast. Riflemen are going to get right in front of it, though, and get in a little bit of damage. No Stormbolt possible, as the Lich double backs around. All right. No mining. Oh, no. Full mining going on off over here. There is one Gargoyle hiding there. What happened to the... Goblin Zeppelin able to jump in, pick up and that Lich and get away. Let's take a look. Obsidian Statue going to go ahead and get picked up as well. However, that Goblin Zeppelin is currently slowed. Mud Golem slowing that Goblin Zeppelin right there. Riflemen now making their way over. Gargoyle is overhead. Perhaps it should be, getting some damage onto that Rifleman there. That Rifleman should be able to get back, no problem whatsoever. All right, Lich heading back here. Are we going to get a resurrection of any of the heroes. That is the next game indeed. A very tight game indeed, but MK6 is a bit too much. Yeah, Mountain King at 6 alongside a level 5 Paladin. Mountain King low on mana, still selling a potion of greater healing. As we're going to take a look, what is going on here? Oh, Holy Light picking up, now trying to get away. Even the Paladin, and that shot is just so much damage at this point and stage in the game. There is a reveal as the Riflemen are trying to perhaps shoot down the Goblin Zeppelin. And what is going on here? Flying Machine, oh, there you go, trying to finish off the remaining units. There's the Stormbolt, and that has to be the end of the game now. Mountain King up to level 7. Goblin Zeppelin was removed, taken out. As the Mountain King gets up to level 7, this should be the end. A beautiful game by CaSpeND to finish things up. Not mining for the past, well, it feels like 10 minutes. He should be able to finish off the remainder. Let's take a look. Mining trying to happen off over here. Flying Machine does spot all of this as well. Nothing here. And this is just a day to constantly be building and rebuilding buildings, apparently. As we're going to look at this expansion now getting taken out. All right. Paladin is at 5. Mountain King is at 7. Acolytes are going to start mining here again, but there really is just too much going on. The Mountain King and the Paladin with that 1-2 big damage. Stormbolt, Holy Light, pretty much finishing off units before they have a chance to even run away and retreat. We are looking at 13 supply compared to 19. And I don't think any heroes, yeah, all 3 heroes are dead. Undead had a chance earlier on, but just seemed to let the game slip away, never rebuilding that altar of darkness for that resurrection. All right, let's continue to take a look what's going to be happening off over here. Mountain King able to get off a big thunderclap. There's a bash as well. Mud Golem may get taken down. There's a Stormbolt finishing off. Nope, doesn't finish off a goal. Holy Light on the Mud Golem saves it right there. Rifleman is there as well. And all of these units are just going to end up getting finished off. Another Holy Light. A 600 hit point heal on a 240 hit point Mud Golem. All right, there's that Altar of Darkness. It is now back in play, but it doesn't really matter as that is the game. Undead losing in this 1v1 matchup. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.